Like garlic, ginger is one of those herbs that's been used for thousands of years, and not just for cooking, but also for healing. It's known for its spicy flavor, but it's also a powerful detox tool when used the right way. In this video, I want to talk about how to use it correctly for detoxification, whether you're eating it raw, cooked, or taking it in supplemental form. We will also discuss possible side effects and the ideal dosage. First, let's talk about what makes ginger so healthy. It's packed with active compounds, the most important of which are called gingerols and shogols. Gingerols are the compounds responsible for its spicy kick and most of its health benefits. When ginger is cooked or dried, some of the gingerols turn into shogols, which are even more potent in some ways. Because we want to use it for detoxification, let's talk about how it can help us with that. Much of its benefits will come from stimulating digestion and circulation. When your digestion is running smoothly, then your body can better eliminate waste and toxins through your bowels. Good circulation also helps by moving toxins through the blood to the liver and kidneys, where they can then be processed and eliminated. In other words, ginger helps get things moving in your body. It also supports the liver, and studies show that it can act as an antioxidant inside the liver by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. So two of the main problems when your liver is overloaded with toxins. On top of that, it also has anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic silent inflammation can make it harder for your body to eliminate all kinds of toxins because it ties up the immune system and stresses your organs. By calming down inflammation, ginger helps free up your body's resources so it can focus on clearing out waste. Plus, some research also suggests that ginger could help with blood sugar regulation and fat metabolism. These would just be additional benefits on top of everything we just talked about. Of course, even something as natural as ginger isn't totally free of side effects. For most people, it is very safe and easy to tolerate, especially when used in normal amounts. But in larger doses, you can run into things like heartburn, gas, or bloating, similar to when you eat too much garlic. Ginger stimulates digestive juices, which is great for most people, but if you have a very sensitive stomach or acid reflux, then it can feel like too much of a good thing. Like garlic, it can also thin the blood, which usually isn't a problem for most people, but if you're on blood thinning medication or have a bleeding disorder, then you should definitely check with a doctor before taking it in large doses. Very rarely, some people experience allergic reactions to it, but this is relatively uncommon. Okay, so how should you take ginger, especially when it comes to detox? There are a lot of options depending on your goals. You can use fresh ginger, dried ginger powder, ginger tea, or ginger supplements. Each form has its pros and cons. Fresh ginger is the most natural form and contains the full range of gingerols and other enzymes. You can peel a small piece, so about the size of your thumb, slice or grate it, and steep it in hot water to make a tea. You can also add it to smoothies, juices, soups, or just eat it raw. A good starting amount is about 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger per day, which is roughly a ½ inch or 1 centimeter slice. Then we have dried ginger powder, which is stronger in flavor because it's more concentrated. You can also sprinkle it into food, smoothies, or make a tea with it. The usual dose here will be around 500 milligrams to 1 gram of dried ginger powder once or twice a day. Lastly, ginger supplements are useful if you want a stronger, more consistent dose without having to taste the spiciness. Most capsules are standardized to give you around 250 to 1000 milligrams of ginger extract. But always check the label and start on the lower end if you're sensitive. For most beginners, it's usually a good idea to take ginger with food. This helps minimize the chances of stomach upset, and it also improves absorption. If you want, you can also take it shortly before meals to stimulate digestion and bile production, especially if you feel tired after eating. It is safe to eat long term, obviously, and it has been part of my daily routine for years. You can also combine ginger with other supportive herbs like turmeric, milk thistle, or dandelion root to create a more complete detox protocol. To wrap up this video, my recommendation would be to first try eating it raw or adding it to your cooking routine, and only if you don't tolerate it to try out supplements. Chances are, if you're into detoxification, then you're already taking quite a few supplements, and you don't necessarily need to add another one if you can just eat the food version.